Nestled at the edge of a forgotten town, where the fog hung low like a mournful shroud, lay the old Abernathy estate. Once a grand manor filled with laughter and warmth, it now stood abandoned, its paint peeling and its windows like empty eye sockets. The townsfolk whispered tales of its past, of Margaret Abernathy, a woman whose beauty was rivaled only by her obsession with the occult. Rumor had it that she made a pact, seeking to commune with the dead, but the spirits she summoned were not benevolent. On a chilly October night, 4 friends, Clara, Jake, Mia, and Ethan, decided to explore the manor, drawn by the thrill of the unknown and the prospect of adventure. Clara, the bravest of the group, led the way, her flashlight beam dancing across the crumbling walls. The moment they crossed the threshold, a chilling wind swept through the hallways, extinguishing their laughter. A sense of unease settled over them, but Clara brushed it off, eager to prove her courage. The friends wandered from room to room, each one more decrepit than the last. Portraits of the Abernathy family loomed over them, their eyes seeming to follow the intruders. In the study, they discovered dusty tomes filled with incantations and rituals. Clara, her curiosity piqued, began to read an incantation aloud, her voice soft yet steady. As the final words left her lips, a violent gust of wind howled through the manor, drowning out their voices. The temperature dropped and an eerie silence enveloped them. "Maybe we should leave," Mia suggested, her voice trembling. Before Clara could respond, the estate seemed to shudder. Shadows flickered in the corners of their vision, and whispers echoed through the air, echoes of grief and anger. Panic ignited within the group as they darted for the exit, but the doors slammed shut, trapping them inside. The spirit of Margaret Abernathy had awakened, furious at the intrusion. The friends huddled together, their breaths quickening. "We need to find a way out," Ethan cried. They raced through the manse, the air thick with despair. Suddenly they stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading down to a cellar. Flickering candles cast foreboding shadows as they descended. The air was heavy with a musty odor, and as they reached the bottom, they discovered a room filled with faded photographs and sinister relics, each a testament to the dark practices of Margaret. In the center of the room stood an intricately carved altar, surrounded by wilted flowers and candles long burned out. Clara, despite the terror settling deep within her, felt a strange compulsion to approach the altar. She could almost hear Margaret's voice begging for release. "We have to finish what we started," Clara urged, driven by a primal fear. Jake, despite his growing dread, nodded. "We can break the pact, whatever it is." As they gathered around, the candles flickered back to life, illuminating the room with an otherworldly glow. Clara opened the tome again, her fingers shaking. As she recited the incantation, the temperature plummeted further. Suddenly, the spirits of the Abernathy family materialized, their faces twisted in anguish and rage. "Foolish mortals," they shrieked in unison. "You dare to meddle with forces beyond your comprehension." Just as the spirits began to converge, Clara shouted the final words. "By the blood of the living, I release you." In an explosion of light, the apparitions shrieked, their faces contorted in grief. The doors swung open, and the intense rush of wind propelled them outward. The friends tumbled onto the grass of the manor's front yard, breathless and shaken. Though they escaped, the estate lingered behind them like a dark shadow. As the dawn broke, they realized that the secrets of the Abernathy estate had been unveiled, but its darkness was now intertwined with their very souls, forever binding them to the restless spirits beyond the grave.